Well, gentlemen, welcome to the second phase of online teaching classes as directed by Higher Education Department, Punjab. Here I am Sharif Zaid, Assistant Professor of English from Government Postgraduate College at Tech. Well, gentlemen, we were discussing about the married life of Mr. Chips, who was very much happy, and we had switched over to chapter 6, where his practical life was being discussed. When that astonishing girl wife became his spouse, so she tried to change him with respect to his behavior, with respect to all the fields of practical life. Of course, when he joined this profession, he wanted to be obeyed, he wanted to be loved, and of course, he became popular over there. And we were at the last point, but obeyed at any rate. Of course, he was honored, he was loved, and obedience he had secured, and honor had been granted him. It is third paragraph, and we are in the mid of the third paragraph. Obedience he had secured, and honor had been granted him, but only now came love. The sudden love of boys for a man who was kind without being soft, who understood them well enough, but not too much, and whose private happiness linked him with their own. So he was happy in the success of his students. He began to make little jokes. Practically, he started cutting jokes with the boys, and they were fresh. The sort of that school boys like mnemonics and puns, type of fun and humor and copying that raised laughs, and students used to enjoy, and at the same time imprinted something in the mind, and they used to go to their home back with good memories. There was one that never failed to please. So there is one joke that was repeated after every year when he was teaching this very lesson, which is coming next. That was the one that never failed to please. Means definitely the students enjoyed, though it was only a sample of many others. Of course, students used to enjoy all of his jokes whenever his Roman history forms came to deal with lex canolia. It's a law that permitted patricians to marry plebeians. Plebeians are those who belong to lower social status and lower class. So it was a law passed by their parliament that whosoever wished to marry to the other class he can. But as a matter of fact, those who were well off, if they wanted to marry to any of the lower class person, they enjoyed it. But opposite to that, if any person who belonged to lower classes and he wished to marry the person who belonged to upper class, definitely they couldn't. Even they were unable to propose. So he used to cut joke this every year that Chips used to add, so that you see, if Miss Plabs wanted Mr. Patricon to marry her, and he said he couldn't. She probably replied, oh yes, means opposite to the wish of that lady, if any gentleman refused her, So she always used to say, "Oh, yes, you can, you liar, you are telling a lie because the law permits you and you aren't willing." So, after listening this type of joke, there were roars of laughter from the students. This was one example. Moving ahead, there are many other. And Kathy broadened his views and opinions. The nickname of Catherine Bridges, which usually Mr. Chips used to utter, is Kathy. And Kathy broadened his views and opinions, also giving him an outlook far beyond the roofs and turrets of Brookfield. So she used to inculcate Mr. Chips that it is not the Brookfield only, rather, we are serving, we are performing, we are discharging our duties for the sake of our country. So that he saw his country as something deep and gracious, to which Brookfield was but one of many feeding streams. So, in many walks of life, so many institutions are there. They are helping and contributing for the smooth functioning of their country. Among all those institutions, one of the institution is Brookfield. She had a cleverer brain than his. She was thinking on more intelligent pattern. So with respect to that, she was more clever and he couldn't confute her ideas even if and when he disagreed with them. Of course, on many time he was not following the directions given by his wife, but uh, by dint of lack of arguments, he was unable to prove them wrong. He remained, for instance, a conservative in politics. His viewpoint about politics was that of those who are called conservatives. Despite all her radical socialist talk, but he used to enjoy her radical views or socialist conversations. But even where he did not accept, he absorbed. Means, of course, he was not ready to accept all those ideas right from the core of his heart, but he used to listen to them. Her young idealism worked upon his maturity, so in this way, he changed himself, rather, he improved himself to produce an amalgam, very gentle and wise. So it was a kind of pleasant mixture. His gentle habits and growing maturer with respect to radical ideas, with respect to conservative ideas. Sometimes she persuaded him completely, and many times it had happened that she was totally and 100% successful in convincing him. For example, there is an instance that Brookfield, for example, ran a mission in East London. In the east part of London, a missionary institution school was being run, and that financially was being fed by Brookfield, to which boys and parents contributed generously with money. So many students and their parents also contributed, but rarely with personal contact. But as a matter of fact, none of the boys or the parents ever visited that institution. It means rarely with personal contact. कोई भी वहाँ जाकर उस अदारे को विज़िट नहीं करता था. ऑफ कोर्स वो कंट्रीब्यूट कर दिया करते थे उस मिशनरी स्कूल की खातिर. फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम in history, it was Catherine who suggested that a team from the mission should come up to Brookfield. So it was her viewpoint that we should invite a team from mission, and that team should play one of the school's 11 at soccer, a type of game like that of football. So she wanted that there should be a friendly match between the students, between these two teams. The idea was so revolutionary. For the first time, it was presented that from anyone but Catherine, it could not have survived its first frosty reception. Nobody was going to welcome it. Everybody went silent. That how it is possible that the students who belong to lower class, to the poor class, and they should come to play a game in this institution to introduce a group of slum boys to the serene environment of better class youngsters. No, no, everybody opposed it that those who belong to poor classes, how should they come over here in a better class institution and seem at first a wanton stirring of all kinds of things? No, no, everything may be disturbed. That had better be left untouched. So we should not discuss even this idea. Leave it there. Let it be closed. The whole staff was against it. So the idea was put forward by Catherine. Everybody was against this idea. Even the teaching staff of Brookfield was not favoring it. And the school, if its opinion could have been taken, was probably against it too. School here means everybody who was either teaching or learning over there. अगर आप पूछते तो स्कूल में से शायद ही कोई इस आइडिया को बैकअप करता, सपोर्ट करता, फॉर द रीजंस नाउ डिस्कस्ड इन द फोर्थ कमिंग लाइन्स दैट everyone was certain at Brookfield, everyone was certain. Brookfield में हर बंदे को ये कंफर्म था that the East End lads would be hooligans, there would be a nice violence or else that they would be made to feel uncomfortable. भाई वो यहाँ आएंगे ना वो कंफर्टेबल होंगे ना हम कंफर्टेबल होंगे. Anyhow, there would be incidents. It is but natural with all of us that we throw our opinion for the incidents which may happen and may not happen as well. So the chances are equal on both sides. लेकिन हम कबल अज़ वक्त बहुत सारे खदशात का इज़हार कर देते हैं, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, कभी नहीं भी होता. हर बंदे को कंफर्म था कि कुछ ना कुछ हो जाएगा एंड एवरीवन वुड बी कंफ्यूज्ड एंड अपसेट. तो फिर हम क्या करेंगे ऐसी सूरत में, हम क्या करेंगे? येट कैथरीन परसिस्टेड. लेकिन इस आइडिया पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ मिस्टर चिप्स डटी रही और शी वाज ऑफ द ओपिनियन एज द आइडिया वाज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम propounded by her and she was persistent कि ऐसा होगा और ऐसा हमें करना चाहिए in the best interest of England. So today up till here we shall discuss it tomorrow. Thank you very much for happy watching and patient listening. Allah Hafiz.